Hello everyone, today I'll be presenting about performance management and appraisal at CED Systems Sudian Berhad. This presentation will cover our company background, the strategy role of the performance management department, and the appeal process for performance reviews. CED Systems Sudian Berhad was established on 18 February 1998. The headquarters is located in Ulu Tiram, Johor, and it is involved in ED coating and paint removal, mainly for electronic parts and wooden products. The business operations are supported by mission, which is focused on quality, eco-friendliness, innovation, and people. CED Systems Sudian Berhad, our business focus is to deliver coating on time and respond quickly to customers, ensure coating quality with zero rework, and maintain a high weekly test pass rate, and increase monthly output while keeping material wastage within 2% of current usage. These goals reflect our continuous effort to balance productivity, quality, and sustainability. The performance management department plays a key strategic role in our company. There are four main areas of focus. First, identifying training needs. The department helps identify skill gaps and provide support where employees may struggle. If a new ED coating formula is introduced, the department will organize mandatory training for technicians to ensure correct usage and quality result. This ensures our workforce is always equipped with the right knowledge and skills. Second, supporting organizational change. When there are changes in company direction, such as the introduction of new automation system or strict environmental regulations, the department set new performance goals and support employees through the transition. They might help employees learn how to operate new machine or adjust to greener production practice. Okay, and the third one, driving a high performance culture. The department aims to build a culture of excellence by encouraging high performance and rewarding good performance. They introduced the Zero Defect is Hero Award, where employees who consistently meet quality standard in ED coating without causing any product rejection are recognized and celebrated. This builds ownership, pride, and accountability. And lastly, improving employee engagement and retention. Employees are kept motivated and committed by recognizing achievement and providing room for growth. Bonus are awarded to employees who consistently meet productivity targets. This approach improves not only performance but also job satisfaction and loyalty.
Alright, let's walk through the performance management process. It's a cycle with 6 key steps, all connected, all important. Okay, step 1, prerequisites. First, the company needs a clear mission. For example, our focus on high quality, eco-friendly CED coating, with strong attention on innovation, sustainability, and employee growth. HR play roles here by running training, evaluation, and continuous improvement programs. All of this helps align employees with company goals. Next, step 2, performance planning. CED system planning is where they define what good performance looks like. They set standards, which are quality, time, quantity, and look at competency like teamwork, skills, knowledge, and responsibility. HR will steps in to support with training, guidance, and reviewing progress expectation. Step 3, performance execution. They move into action. This is where employees actually carry out their tasks. Support is important here. They get regular updates, coaching from leaders, training workshops, and feedback based on reviews. HR makes sure support is consistent throughout. Steps 4, performance assessment. After the execution, it's time to assess. Manager evaluates, employee do self-assessment, and HR check if the goals have been achieved. HR ensures the whole evaluation process is fair and supportive, not just pointing out weakness, but helping people to improve. Step 5, performance review. They review the employees, then the employees also can give feedback too, not just receive it. HR facilitates open discussion, so everyone has a chance to reflect, respond, and resolve any concerns. Lastly, step 6, performance renewal and recontracting. HR refresh everything based on all the feedbacks and review. They adjusted goals and expectation. This restarts the performance cycles, making sure it stays relevant and continues to help both employees and the company grow.
During performance evaluation, regular update is also one of the support provided. So in CED Systems Sudian Berhad, regular updates are an important part of the performance execution stage. So the process starts when the manager schedules a quarterly one-on-one meeting to discuss performance. So before the meeting, the employee prepares by reviewing their progress and reflecting on any challenges faced. So during the actual discussion, both the manager and the employees talk openly about achievements and obstacles, making it a two-way conversation. So after that, the manager summarizes the feedbacks, documents it properly, and identifies clear steps for improvement. So the manager also provides actionable suggestions so employee know exactly what to work on next. So finally, there's a follow-up stage where the managers checks whether the employee has improved and continues to support them. So this whole process, as shared during the interview, helps employees stay on track with quality, time, and quantity targets and ensures ongoing guidance, not just annual reviews. One of the support provided during performance execution is coaching process. So the process starts by identifying what the employee needs help with. For example, managers might look at performance data or observe the employees at work and notice there's a skill gap. Maybe like the coding isn't smooth enough or they keep missing production targets. So this part is important because we make sure coaching isn't random. It's really based on what the employee actually needs. So second, they will set a clear coaching objective. So this means deciding what the goal of the coaching is. For instance, maybe to help the employee learn proper spray gun technique, improve time management, or solve teamwork issues. So it's done together so the employee understands why the coaching is important and how it helps them in their job. Third, they'll schedule the coaching session. So it doesn't always have to be formal. It can be informal too, like quick discussions during work. But usually there's at least one proper session every month where the manager and employees sit down and talk in more detail. Fourth, during the coaching itself, the manager will do active observation and give real-time feedback. For example, the manager might watch the employee doing the coding process. For example, they might say, try adjusting your angle or slow down here. So this will help the employee learn on the spot instead of waiting until later. Fifth, they create a targeted action plan. So this means giving clear steps for the employees to work on, like practicing on task panels, joining a workshop, or improving coordination with teammates. So it's not just do better, but really specific steps. So lastly, there's a follow-up and continuous adjustment. So the manager will keep on checking if there's improvement. If not, maybe the coaching plan is changed or they need extra help, like pairing the employee with a more experienced worker or giving them practice more. In summary, this whole process makes sure employees aren't led to figure out things alone. So it gives them ongoing support, helps them feel more confident in their skills, and keeps performing improving step by step. Next, I will explain about the training workshop process that have been done at CED Systems Sdn Bhd during performance execution. So step 1 is needs assessment. First, HR and managers will look at the performance data. For example, if there are repeated quality issues, missed deadlines or complaints, then they decide which group of employees needs training. Like maybe the coding line workers who need better technical skills. So training is targeted based on actual problems, not done just for fun. Step 2, plan the content of the training. After that, they plan what the training will cover. For example, technical skills for better coding application, time management to help meet production targets, or even communication skills so team can work better together. Then they decide who should run the training. It could be an internal trainer who's an expert or someone external. So they also choose it will be in person, online, or blended. Step 3, schedule and communicate. Next, HR and managers set the training date and time. They also clearly explain to employees why the training is important and what skill they are expected to learn. So they make sure it's planned properly so it doesn't clash too much with the production schedules. Step 4, training delivery. When it's time for training, it's not just lecture, it's usually interactive and hands-on. So employees are encouraged to ask questions, join discussions, and sometimes do practice activities or demos, so it's easier for them to understand. Step 5, application of training. After the workshop ends, employees are expected to use what they learn back at work. For example, they may apply better coding techniques, improve how they manage time on the line, or communication better during shift changes. So managers or supervisors will observe and check if there's a real improvement. Step 6. Evaluation and feedback. So finally, HR and managers will collect feedback, maybe through surveys, short interviews, or informal chats. So they'll see if employees felt the training was useful and check if there's actual improvement in their performances. So this helps HR decide whether more training is needed or if they should just adjust the next workshop. So the conclusion, so overall, at CED system, training workshops aren't random. They are really planned based on real data and job needs. So what employees learn can directly help them work better and meet the company's quality, time and quantity standards.
Today, I would like to explain how our performance review feedback system works. This process is designed to help employees grow by giving them meaningful and constructive feedback. First step, collecting performance data. First, HR and manager collect performance data. This includes quality of work such as a coding, adhesion, and durability. Next, time like how well employee meet deadline, and quantity referring to the output volume. This data gives us a clear picture of the employee actual performance. Next, step 2, self-assessment. We encourage employee to do a self-assessment. This step is very important because it helps employee honestly assess their strength and area for improvement. Next, promote accountability and self-awareness and make them more involved in their own growth. So, step 3, manager assessment. After that, manager assess employee performance based on several things, whether the employee goals were achieved, the employee work behavior, and key performance indicator or KPI. Manager makes sure the review is fair and objective. Next, step 4, feedback session. A private one-on-one session is held between the manager and the employee. In this session, they talk about the employee progress, achievement, and challenges. They also check if employee performance match expectation and employee can share their honest opinion about their own performance. So for the step 5, future planning. The next step is about planning for the future. This can include training, coaching, or even realignment of tasks. It keeps the employee goals clear and forward focused and help them have a new target to work toward. So the last step is documentation in HR system. Lastly, all review outcomes are documented in the HR system. This is important because it allows HR to track employee progress and monitor development, and it also helps support any appeal process if needed.
Okay, next I will explain about performance assessment. Performance assessment is about checking how well someone's doing their job over time. There are 3 ways to assess. First, manager assessment, where supervisors give feedback based on job performance. Second, self-assessment, employees reflect on their own work. And third, goal achievement check, usually based on KPI. So why we all do this? Manager assessment help with promotions and development. Self-assessment encourage reflection and honesty. And goal checks, they keep everyone aligned with the company objective. So the process is simple. We launch the cycle, set objective, monitor performance, collect feedback, do self-assessment, and finally, formal reviews. Then everything wraps up with a development plan. I would like to walk to you through the performance review cycle at CED System Berhad. The company has structured process designed to monitor, evaluate, and support employee performance throughout the year. So let's go through each step. Step 1. Performance cycle launch. The performance review cycle begins with an official announcement from HR department. Next, step 2, objective setting and alignment. Employees meet with their immediate supervisor to discuss and align performance objective. Okay, let's go to step 3, ongoing performance monitoring. Supervisors at CED system conduct regular performance monitoring through monthly check-ins and team briefing. These sessions allow supervisors to track progress, provide updates, and give informal feedback. For example, there's a real case, where a 15% defect rate in coding was detected during routine checks. The issue was quickly addressed by the quality control and the operator received an SOP refresher. Within 3 days, the defect rate dropped to 5% all over. There's also another case where a 2-day order delay occurred due to the late arrival of components. The admin team immediately informed the customer and the supervisor arranged for overtime. The order was completed on time and the SOP was updated to improve early detection of such delays. Step 4. Feedback collection. While a full 360-degree feedback system is not implemented, supervisor may gather targeted input from team leads or peers. This typically happens in situations involving teamwork, leadership, or interpersonal matters. And next, step 6, performance rating and confirmation. Once all the inputs are reviewed, the supervisor assigns a performance rating using a below 5-point scale, which are below average, satisfactory, good, very good, and excellent. The rating is then communicated to the employee. Both the employee and the supervisor sign the review form to confirm the result. And lastly, step 7, review closure and development planning. Lastly, HR retains all performance records for documentation. If any skills gaps are identified during the review, the supervisor may recommend training or basic guidance to support the employee's development for the next cycle. In summary, the performance review cycle at CD Systems Sdn Bhd is structured and a transparent process. It not only measures individual achievement, but also supports continuous improvement and alignment with company goals.
At CED Systems Sdn Bhd, employees have the right to appeal if they feel their performance evaluation is unfair. Let me walk you through the 7-step appeal process. Step 1. Review the evaluation. Once employees receive their completed appraisal, they are expected to read all the comments and rating carefully, make note of anything that seems inaccurate or missing. Step 2. Identify specific concern. The employee should identify which rating they disagree with, any factual error or misunderstanding, achievement that were not recognized. This helps in preparing for a clear discussion. Step 3. Request a meeting with manager. The employee then politely requests a one-on-one discussion with their manager to clarify their rating, share their side of the story. This step often resolves the issue informally. Step 4. Submit formal appeal if needed. If the issue is not resolved informally, the employee may submit a formal appeal letter to HR. This letter should include the issue with the evaluation, supporting evidence, clear reason for objections. Step 5. HR or panel reviews our appeal. The HR department will review the employee's document, possibly re-interview the manager, check for consistency across peer reviews or performance goals. Step 6. Final decision. After reviewing the appeal, HR will inform the employee of the outcome. The score may be upheld, changed, or partially adjusted. The decision is usually final unless company policy allows further steps. And lastly, step 7. Closure and development plan. Once a review is closed, any remaining concern must go through the appeal process. HR may suggest a development plan for future improvement. This helps employees learn from the experience and grow professionally. For appeal examples, employees may appeal if their key achievements were overlooked, there was bias or unfair treatment, a factual error affected their score, the rating doesn't match actual performance. Best practice for appeal process for employees: be respectful and focus on facts, avoid personal attacks, keep a record of all your achievements and milestones. For companies, have a clear appeal policy, ensure a transparent and fair process. Appeal should be handled by neutral HR staff.
To conclude, the performance management system in the CED System company is closely aligned with the mission, which emphasizes quality, sustainability, and employee development. This system follows a clear and structured process. It includes regularly observing performance, giving frequent feedback, coaching, and conducting performance appraisal. The company measure key performance factors such as quality, time, and quantity. Both behavior and result are considered during evaluation. Another important part of the system is feedback and appeal process. This makes the evaluation fair and transparent. It ensures the employees stay motivated, are support in their personal development, and remain aligned with the strategic goal of the company. In the end, this whole strategy helps close the skill gap. It makes sure that employees have the right resources and direction needed to succeed and meet their performance target.